and welcome to my channel. I'm Carol, the owner of CarolCosmos, and in today's video there will be a Get Ready With Me featuring products from the Israeli brand that I already talked about in the Israeli products that I recommend, and it is Jade. So if you'd like to see how I achieved this look, and also maybe you can get to see the giveaway that is in the middle of the video somewhere, I won't tell you when it's gonna be. So keep going, let's keep watching, let's get started. Okay, you're gonna see me in the bare face in like 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So when I get ready, I usually like to start with my eyes because I feel like it's easier to clean out fallout on a bare face than it is to clean fallout on an already done like under eyes and foundation. So that's what I'm going to do today. From Jade, I have their Essentials Eyelid Primer, and this is basically an eyeshadow primer. It does its job fairly well. It is also tinted, as you will see. I don't know how much of it you'll see because it's very similar to my skin tone, and there's only one shade of it, but it's a tinted eye primer, and I basically apply it like that and I blend it with my finger. What I like about this eyelid primer is that it holds the eyeshadows for the entire day, and I feel like over this eye base they get to be slightly more pigmented than they would have been on basically bare lids. One thing I don't like about it is that on this eye specifically there's an area that has some sort of a weird texture to it, and I feel like this emphasizes that texture to me. So that's one thing that I don't like about it, but it's not a big deal. This is again the Essentials Eyelid Primer. It's a pretty good eye primer, but is it like life-changing? I would have to say that it isn't. I personally have 3 eyeshadow palettes from Jade. This one, sadly, which is my favorite, this was a limited edition. This is called the Ecstatic palette from Jade, and it has these shades right here. I love it, but I'm not going to use it today because it was limited edition and it's no longer available, unfortunately. But these palettes here, they have 9 shades in each one of them, and they are definitely available still. This is in the shade Spice Rack, which is in the number 49. It holds warm toned shadows like that. Then the next one is called Bright Night Angel in the shade 50, and it holds shades like that that are more smoky. Today I feel like I want to use Spice Rack because I'm in the mood for something warm toned and brown. I'm going to take a blending brush, just a crease brush. This is the Smashbox crease brush, and I'm going to use this shade over here. Okay, and I'm going to tap off any excess, and I'm going to apply it in my crease. I find that the Jade primer does not really need to be set because I feel like eyeshadows apply and blend easily over top of it. Next, I'm going to take the ColourPop brush in E1, and I am going to take the red toned brown over here, and I'm going to tap it on the outer corner, and I'm going to start slowly because if I take a lot of shadows, it's not going to be fun or easy to blend. And I'm not going for a very smoky eye. I want something light and subdued. Then I'm going to take the same brush, but I'm going to take the darker brown right here, and I'm going to apply it on the very outer corner. I'm going to dab it basically. I'm not going to swipe it. I'm going to just like tap it all over the outer corner. After I make sure that there is not much left on the brush, that's when I'm going to go and kind of blend it using like back and forth type of motion. Then I'm going to take the same brush, I'm going to clean it. This time I'm going to clean it very, very well because I'm going to apply now a shimmer. This is a Smashbox bottle, but I promise you that in it I have the Jade like setting mist. I hated the bottle and I hated the mister. This is slightly better. Then I'm gonna take the golden shade right here. I'm gonna take it on this brush. I'm gonna take quite a bit of it, and then I'm going to spray it. Here we go. Okay. Then I'm going to use very light sweeping motion on the center of my eyelid. And I'm not scared that it ends up being slightly on the in the crease basically. I'm sweeping outwards. And then I'm lifting it, I'm going back and I'm sweeping again. On the opposite side of the brush, I'm going to take the lighter gold, which is this one, and I'm going to wet it again with the same liquid. And I am going to apply it in the inner corner. Take the darker gold and then kind of tap it in between to make sure that they're blended. I'm going to take the outer corner shades and I'm going to start blending it on the outer corner to make sure that they're blended. For the liner, I'm going to use the Intense eyeliner. I haven't spoken about it, I don't know, maybe I have, but this is basically a very, very black, very, very, very pigmented liner, and it's crazy long lasting. Like, if I apply it on my hand and I start to rub after it dries down, basically, it's almost impossible to take off. You need like a hardcore makeup remover for that. So I'm going to not speak at all, and I'm going to start to apply my liner. I find it to be harder to apply simply because I'm used to being able to hold it closer to the brush than this. So this is for me quite difficult, but hey, I'm going to attempt doing it. So you don't really need to be a genius to tell that my liner is not good, but I'm moving on. I'm talking now about complexion products, which is a category that I think Jade is pretty good at, and I'm gonna start off with primer. This is the Jade Essentials Hydrating and Smoothing Primer. They have, I think, 2 or 3 primers, and this is the one that I think is really, really incredible. This is a primer that definitely smooths my skin and definitely hydrates my skin, but it does not make it feel silicone-y. I don't feel silicone-y afterwards, and I hate feeling silicone-y. This primer is slightly purple when you squeeze it out of the tube. Should I show you? Why not? When you squeeze a tiny bit of the tube, it's slightly purpley, but I mean, I rubbed it in. Do you see any purple hues? I don't think so. It makes my face feel very smooth, but not smooth in the sense that I feel like it's slippery and it's uncomfortable. On the contrary. In terms of Jade foundations, I have 2. I have the Jade Velveteen Hydrating Foundation Stick, and I have the Jade Matte Perfect Foundation. And I'm going to apply both on my skin. I'm going to start off with the stick highlighter. Unfortunately, this is one critique that I have for Jade complexion products. Their shade range is non-existent. They basically maybe like have 4 of each, like foundation or like complexion products, maybe 4, maybe 3, something like that, and they are not usually very accurate. I'm going to mix it in with the Matte Perfection foundation. I'm not going to use a lot. I'm going to use basically like 3 dots, and with my finger I'm going to dot it all over my skin. I'm going to use actually a foundation brush from Jade. This is the Jade Professional number 12 brush, and I'm going to blend both foundations on my face. I'm going to talk about each one individually. So the stick foundation is really incredible if you have normal to dry skin. If you have combination skin or if you have oily skin, I really don't think you're going to love this foundation too much, because it will like separate around the oily areas, and it's not going to be insanely long lasting. However, if you have normal skin or dry skin, this is going to be incredible for you. And I really enjoy this foundation. Now, if you are someone with more combination skin, not necessarily really oily, then the Matte Perfect foundation is pretty good. It will mix in throughout the day with your oils, and maybe it will not separate, but it will start to look greasy. And that may not be your favorite thing, but it's not necessarily too greasy or too oily. It's just barely greasy, and if you want it to be extra long lasting, maybe this isn't as long lasting as you'd like it to be. So yeah, that's it. However, if you blend it, I think your face is going to look luminous because of the stick foundation. It's going to hold on better on those oilier areas of your face. Then we're going to talk about a concealer. This is the Longevity Full Coverage Concealer. I have the shade 27, and again, although it is a very good performing concealer, the shade selection is horrific. Really bad. This is the lightest one, and I would say if you have porcelain skin, if you have skin that's slightly lighter than mine, and mine is not the lightest in the spectrum by far, it's pretty fair to light, light to medium even, then you're not going to find a shade that matches you. This is a new concealer to me. This is my second time using it. The first time I used it, I thought that it performed fairly well. It was easy to blend, and it lasted well throughout the day, and it didn't crease too badly, especially if you set it with a setting powder. I always set my concealed areas with setting powder. I just find that it looks better, and it makes every powder product I apply on my skin apply more evenly and not be patchy. I'm still using the brush. I might as well tell you about it. I love it. This brush is incredible. I don't use any other foundation brush, and I haven't even been using a sponge lately. I just love this brush so much. It's a great brush. Let's do a bit of setting. My favorite product to set my face with, be it Jade or any other brand, is the Jade Mirage Mattifying Air Light Setting Powder. This is a fantastic product. My favorite complexion product that Jade make by far. And my favorite powder overall. I have been really impressed. Really impressed. It is very lightweight on my skin. I'm so sorry. This is my dog. He's bringing me his bowl. He wants to play. I feel like this is the second video where Jax is just impatient. And I mean, I can't really blame him. I can tell you one thing. Jax does not care about my makeup as much as I do. And I think no one is surprised, right? I'm going to apply a light to medium amount of powder on my smile lines to prevent them from creasing. I find that this is the powder that will do that. If there's any powder that will allow my face to be set and for my smile lines not to appear, it has to be this. I'm taking the slightest amount of powder and I'm just going to brush it on my cheeks to make sure that nothing is tacky when I go in and start to apply my cheek products. They also have another powder that I have in my collection and I absolutely cannot stand. It is the Jade, I have no idea what this is called, but I will write it somewhere on the screen. This is how it looks. It has like this kind of shape over it. It is not a good powder. It's a shade. It's not that it's not a good powder. It's a good powder, but the shade selection is awful. Before I start applying things on my cheeks, let's finish up the eye look. I'm going to take the E1 brush from ColourPop. And I'm going to take the light brown shade. I'm going to apply it all over my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take the darkest brown and I'm going to apply it only on my outer corner. Then I'm going to take the Yana Provis brush in the number 04. I'm going to take the lightest shade of the palette and I'm going to apply it in the inner corner of my eyes. Let's start off with cheek products, I guess. Let's talk about their worst product in the line, their bronzer. No, not good. I hate their bronzer. This is the bronzer in the shade 65, Bronze Matte. It is a red powder on my face. I don't have any other bronzing product because that's the only one they have that's acceptable and not shimmery. They have, I think, 4 bronzers or maybe 5, 3 of which, or maybe 2 or 3 of which are shimmery. And I am not the biggest, oh my gosh, this is not doing so well. Can you see anything? Yeah. I mean, I can see something red on my cheeks. So it's either that the undertone is really, really off or that it's shimmery. Both of which are just not good in my opinion. For a full face of Jade, you have to see the good, bad and the ugly. So you're gonna see the bad and the ugly right now. It's just not a good product. I'm sorry, Jade. You need a new bronzer. You need a new bronzer. This is bad. Bad, 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 bad. This was in the declutter pile, just for the record. And just in order for me to film a Jade video, that's the only reason I'm using it. I was gonna declutter it. I am going to declutter it after this video. This is not a product that's gonna go on my face anymore. I refuse. I'm sorry. I hate it. So yeah. You win some, you lose some with Jade. You win a lot, you lose maybe like 1 or 2 products. That's pretty fine if you ask me. Time has come to finally talk about the giveaway. I'm giving away the Jade palette from the newest collection, the Selfie collection. I'm going to show you how it looks. I haven't used it, I haven't swatched it, and I'm not going to. But this is how it looks. This is the outer package. You can see yourself. Hello. And this is how, this is how it looks from the inside. It's a gorgeous neutral palette. And I'm going to show you now the cheek palette that I also decided to include. This is the Jade cheek palette in the shade, this is from the same collection, from the Selfie collection, in the shade 17, which is the more natural one of the two. This is how it, I don't want to cause any damage. This is how it looks. It has a combination of more corally bronzy shades. So the question is, how do I win this incredible prize, right? So to participate in this amazing giveaway, all you have to do is first be subscribed, like and comment in the video, then go to my Instagram, follow my Instagram there, tell me what your username in YouTube is, and also tag a friend, and also obviously like the video. You get an extra entry if you share the video as a story and tag me in it. That is an extra entry for you. So good luck to everyone who participates in the video. I hit 1,000 subscribers, so that's a pretty fun occasion for me, and I'm also proud to share with you the Jade love. So definitely good luck to everyone, and thanks for participating. Bye! Let's go back to the get ready with me. Now, blush, I have two blushes that I can use. I have this one, which is going to prove to you that Cover FX is not so original, because Jade came out with this sort of product a year and a half ago, or maybe 2 years ago. This is basically a matte blush and a shimmery blush in one compact, and it is pretty nice if you ask me. I like to mix because, what can I say, that's my preference. The good thing about these sort of blushes is that you get 3 in 1. You get a matte, a shimmer, and a mixture. So you get like 3 products in one. That's pretty good. So yeah, but I'm going to top it off with my favorite one, which is the Velveteen Blush Shimmer Duet. This one is called the Contour Blush Sculptant in 126 Natural Instinct. This is in the shade 12 Natural Glow, and it has a blush and a highlighter. This is a very browny, bronzy blush. Honestly, this could be a bronzer, but if it wasn't so shimmery. Then let's talk about highlighters. I have 3 highlighting products that I love from Jade. This is a limited edition product that I don't know if it is available anymore. This is their holographic palette. It has green, purple, orange, and pink highlighters. Then we have the cream one, which I talked about in my video, and this is, personally speaking, when I'm not wearing any makeup on my face and I'm not wearing any base makeup on my face, I like to use this. And their powder highlighters, which I already showed you in the video earlier. That's so good. If you want to see them swatched, just watch that video. It's just, such good products. Such good products. In today's video, I want to show you the holographic ones on top of a powder one. So I'm going to use the lightest one from the powder highlighters, which is in the shade 120. This is how it looks. I'm going to take my powder highlighting brush. This is this Smashbox fan brush, and I'm going to just apply it all over my cheeks. Can you see the glow? Oh yes, I think you can. So delicious. In here, the sound of someone chewing or someone licking something, it's Jess. He's giving himself a saliva bath. Sounds tempting, huh? I'm kidding, of course. Then, I'm going to take the green highlighter. I'm going to show you why this is just like my favorite shade. I'm going to take this one. This is called Stellar. And I'm going to use the same brush. And I'm just going to apply it again. I mean, are you blinded? I'm sorry if you're blinded by my highlighter. I'm truly sorry. If you want your holographic or duochrome products to really shine, you need to layer them, honestly. A duochrome product on its own is just going to look a bit sheer and not very duochromy. Over top of something, that's when it comes to life. Spray my face with the setting mist that they have. I'm going to hold my hand quite far away because the Smashbox spritzer is not my favorite still, but it's better than the one that came in. The bottle, I mean, it's better than the bottle that it came in. It's just horrible. Eyebrows, I really love these 2 products a lot. The first one is a product that I've had in my collection for many years, not this one. I used up like 3, 4, or even 5 of these, and this is the Jade Idyllic powder eyebrow pencil. Comes with a great spoolie, which I'm going to use to brush my brows first. This is in my opinion, the longest lasting eyebrow product that I've ever had in my collection. All you need to do is sharpen it, and it lasts for ages. It's a very, very long lasting product. Truly long lasting. So all you have to do is just like pencil your brow in the sparse areas. Has the right amount of intensity, and it's fairly long lasting. Did I break it? I think I did. Who cares? What I used to do with this spool is that I used to tilt it to make it easier for me to brush them through. Then I'm going to set my brows with the Jade Brow-ity Fiber Brow Gel. I don't know about fibers. I don't think that it really thickens my brow at all, but it is a pretty good setting brow gel. What I love about it the most is that it's not too wet. I hate brow gels that feel wet on my brows. I can't stand them. I have this little thing. This is the Jade Everlasting Eyeliner Crayon in the shade 300 Intense Black. I don't like it. I am not going to use it. This is a black liner that's really, really pigmented. It's very nicely pigmented, but it's not very long lasting. So if I apply it on my waterline, it's going to collect in the corners, and then it's going to start leaking outside of its line, and I don't like that. So I am not going to use it. I have 3 Jade mascaras in my collection. 3. This one is my favorite. This is called Volumetric Dramatic Volume and Curve Mascara. It's really, really volumizing, and it does not run or flake, and it's not spider-like. It gives the most intensity, if you ask me, out of all 3 mascaras. This is the most intense. Then we have this, which is the newest one. I tried it for the first time last night. Well, actually not last night, yesterday. It didn't smudge or flake or do anything weird on my lashes, but it was not very intense. This is the Extremity Full Volume Mascara. I liked it quite a bit, but I still think that the Volumetric is the best. And this is the Extentic, I don't know if that's a word, Extentic, Lengthening and Defining Mascara. It's not extent. I know extent, but Extentic, is that even a word? I'm gonna have to check it out. But anyways, this is the Extentic Lengthening and Defining Mascara. It is very separating, and it doesn't make me look like I have thick lashes. It makes me look like I have quite a few lashes on my eyes. Not that many, but a decent amount. Shucks. I'm so sorry. Like, I think Jax is just bored. But yeah, as I was saying, it is defining and it's very natural. It's not my favorite. But today I'm going to use this again because I'm curious and I want to try it out again. Maybe when it's slightly drier it gets better. I am not so sure. I'm going to apply the Extremity Full Volume Mascara on my eyes. Now, one thing about the liner that I did not really mention is that I cannot control it not getting on my lashes. And it makes them drier, and it makes me applying mascara on them more difficult. But yeah, still, like, it's a good mascara. I don't know how much you'll be able to see with my black liner because it's a thick liner today. It's a thick liner kind of day, but it's a good mascara. Is it my favorite as of now? No, I still like the Volumetric a lot more. But it was very good on my lower lash line. A lot better than the Volumetric, which is weird. The last step for my makeup, of course, is lips. I have 3 lip products that I want to talk to you about. I only have one of their lip liners, which is the Jade Everlasting Lip Liner. It is very long lasting. It's probably the longest lasting lip liner that I have in my collection. And it's a retractable liner. You can just like use the bottom part to twist it, and it twists the liner upwards or downwards. I filled it in as much as I felt was necessary. I'm talking about my other favorite lip product from Jade, which is their Velveteen lipsticks. Let me try to grab them all at once. I have quite a few shades. My favorite one is called Mink Brown, which I also have two of their glosses, but with such a dark lip, I don't like a gloss. So my friends, that's it for the video today. This is the final look. I hope you like it. If you liked the video, if you have future requests, if you'd like to see me use the Bright Night Angel palette, then by all means you can ask and I will deliver. Thank you so much for watching again, and don't forget to participate in the giveaway that I threw in the middle of the video. And I guess I'll see you soon. Bye!